Hello everyone. I'm going to be talking about my first grade classroom and what I came up with as far as a small group stations. Right now as a grade level, we are trying to incorporate more of this small group collaboration for our first grade students. We have not found the time yet to do it and incorporate it into our day, but we're really trying to do that. So I talked to my cooperating teacher and to just kind of come up with a basic plan. So I'm going to be talking about the standard. It's RL.1.3, and that is again for first grade. We are going to be describing characters, setting, and major events in a story using key details, and that's one of the standards that we're currently working on. The objective is students will describe character settings and major events in Who Took the Cookies from the Cookie Jar. That's a book that we have in our classroom library, and we're going to be reading it soon. We let some students already explore it, but there are some students in our class that are more inclined to read and others that are not so much. So we have copies for all those students, and we want to dive into that book. So we're going to need chart paper and markers, small whiteboards, character setting and event cards, just to kind of help those visual learners. The story sequencing cutouts, so just helping them put the story into sequence, just to ensure that they are we are making sure that they are really understanding what the plot of the story is, specific sequence. We also want to have paper and crayons and pencils, just so that they can work in the different stations. As far as a grouping, we talked about putting 3 to 4 students in each group. We have 16 students in our classroom, so that we figured 4 stations would be good for them, and we will assign roles to every person in the group, so that everybody is helping and being engaged. The first station is character exploration. So here the students will just be identifying and describing the characters in the story. Again, for the visual learners, we'll have visual cards that represent each character, and they will discuss the character and kind of talk about who they are and what they do in the story. Station 2, this is talking about the setting. We call this one setting detective, so just finding out what the setting looks like, and this one they'll be drawing the setting. So we'll have a large piece of paper for them to draw on, and then of course they'll be using their markers and all their colorful materials so that they can make it as accurate as they can. And so we're kind of just playing with it a little bit, because we haven't incorporated it, so we don't know exactly if we'll need to modify it at any point, but this is a plan for now. Some of them get more detailed than others, so I can see us having to modify this. For station 3, we wanted to kind of work on a timeline, just to kind of identify the major events that have happened in the story. And this will have the pre-cut out sentence strips. We still don't know if we're just gonna do a paper with the beginning of a sentence, just saying first this happened, second this happened, or exactly how we'll do that. But right now we're thinking more of sentence strips. Again, we might have to modify that. But the last station is the inference station. So like I said, a lot of these students have already gone ahead and they have kind of explored the book a little bit, where others have not, and so we want them to kind of practice making inference, kind of to help them make inferences as we read stories, and this will kind of help to engage that part of they're learning. Some of them like to kind of get ahead and they're like, oh, this might happen, or just they kind of like to guess. And so this will kind of activate those same skills with the students that don't always do that. And so that station is meant for that. And then after that, we'll just come all together and kind of do a reflection on what they learned and how their stations went. And of course, as we are doing the stations, we will walk around and assess how well participation is, and who completed character charts, the setting drawings, the timelines, and we just kind of want to make sure that everybody is getting that information and putting it into what that station was. And so again, we might have to make changes just depending on what we see can work with these students. There are students that have a little bit of a harder time engaging, and they're more on the quiet side. So we're hoping that these will kind of be good in a way that they are differentiated, and hopefully we can get engagement from everybody. But of course, we will be walking around to make sure that we are getting a lot of engagement to kind of meet these objectives that we have. So please let me know if you guys have any ideas. I appreciate it. Thank you.